Hey, Shalom, Akim, Yabashim Shah Brakatham, Bashim Makar Kadash, Brakti Ha, Brakti El Shai, Brakti Ha, Brakti El Shai, Brakti Ha, Brakti El Shai, Bashim Makar Kadash, for the truth, knowledge, and wisdom. We give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders at Great Millstone, the hopeful elect on four corners of the planet Earth, that's pushing and fighting in this truth and maintaining in this truth. We in the last days, 2019, the year of Karagma. All right. This is a sit down because you see Esau is his pride is. I was just reading this message. His pride is going above and beyond. Okay, and we're not looking for reparations and all those types of things that Jake and the world wants. We want spiritual reparations. We want reparations from Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Okay, not some kind of paper contract or any kind of form that Esau has in his society. Okay, because he makes people to fall through legislation and different things like that. So this lesson, as you see, it says if Esau ain't sorry, why should we be? Okay, because I say that because you have a couple videos I'm getting ready to show that Esau's not sorry, man. Esau's not sorry for slavery. He's not apologetic. Okay, you got these Negroes that want to be apologetic. At the end of the day, we already know what this is. So we're not sitting here trying to get no reparations from Esau. But what we're saying is if Esau's not sorry, then we're not sorry for what's getting ready to take place, what's getting ready to happen. All right, on the four corners of the planet Earth by way of judgment. Okay. We're not sorry, okay? If you're not sorry, you don't got to give us reparations. We don't want some kind of paycheck, okay? We don't want any of that, okay? That's not something that we're looking for. That we're in this truth to hopefully get reparations for slavery. No. You can keep that. You can keep your money. You can keep your 40 acres and a mule, your millions of dollars, which is a measurement of money. We're not wanting that, okay? And if you being not sorry, we're not worried about that either, because if you're not sorry, we're not sorry. Okay, we're not sorry because what's getting ready to take place is the worst slavery a nation has ever went through. You think what happened to us was, and this is, I'm just speaking frank. I'm being frank because I'm speaking, from what I've learned in this truth and what I've believe in my spirit is you're going to receive double for what's done to us, okay? Double. And this is a good time to share the screen, enough seeing me. let's see some of this wisdom. Okay. So what's happened to us, you're going to receive double. So everything that you see here on the screen, you're going to receive double. So I hope you really know what. All you got to do is look at our situation, look what happened to us, and times it by 2. Putting our heads on spicks, okay? Selling our children off, our sons, our daughters, putting us on a plantation, all these things which we all know, we all seen these many. If you've been in this truth, this has been something we've watched on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. We watch this all the time, man. We've seen enough slavery pictures to know that everything that you did to us, you're going to receive double. So if you're not sorry, we're not. Okay, we're not. I'm not looking for no Edomite to be like, oh, I'm sorry for slavery. I'm not worried about that. You're sorry don't do nothing. If somebody gets into a car wreck, you don't be like, man, sorry. Sorry don't fix a car, man. Sorry don't fix a vehicle. Sorry doesn't undent a vehicle. Okay, this is a dent. This is a broken vehicle. Okay, you wrecked the vehicle, man. Okay, so you have to pay. You have to fix this vehicle, man. Okay, that's why it says blood defileth the land. Putting yokes of iron on our neck, which you read Deuteronomy 28 verse 45, 44, start at 44. Okay, And these are just something I'm just showing. If you these Edomites see it, they think it's a game, man. They think this is something light, that they're going to be able to take this on the chin and keep moving. No, you're not going to, man. The difference is that we're stronger people than you. That's why it says one shall be stronger than the other. Okay? We're stronger spiritually, mentally, physically. We're strong people. The thing is, you're going to have to take double what you did to us, and you're not as strong people. So this is going to affect you worse than it affected us. Okay? So like I said, if Esau's not sorry, we're not. We're not sorry for what's getting ready to take place to you. Okay? Let me pull this comment board up. This is just one of those, you get mad at what Esau says and does, but then at the end of the day, he's being what he is. Okay? So now let's play these videos that I found. And then this is the response. Okay, this is Trump with the Central Park 5, right? So let's look at the original, what Donald Trump did, okay? Lord willing, I don't get a strike, but I'll play as much as I can.
There was a orange-haired real estate developer in New York at the time of the Central Park jogger case who took out full-page ads in all the daily newspapers asking for the return of the death penalty and more police. Of course I hate these people. And let's all hate these people because maybe hate is what we need.
These people, what people is he talking about? He's talking about the black people. He wasn't talking about those people that did that. No, he's talking about blacks in general. Okay? Because that's how rich people think of an average Negro as a problem. You know, they just see Jake as a problem. Oh, they're using up resources and money, and you know, it's with money, rich Edomites are the worst type of racist. The poor Edomite, he really don't know what's going on. He just racist because he feel like he should be racist. A rich Edomite has clout to be racist. They run things. They have the ability to actually push forth their racist agenda. A poor Edomite don't have that much pull to be able to push forth the racist agenda. He can just say nigga. That's about it. A rich so-called racist white person can do a lot. He can make sure he doesn't hire blacks. He can make sure to put more things that go against Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He has the power to do that.
These children should be executed, even though, of course, even the return of the death penalty would disqualify the execution of children. It was horrific then. It's horrific to hear it
now.
Okay,
so that's what Trump wanted back then. He wanted to kill these guys. So this is him. Fast forward to 2019. This is what Trump has to say about what happened to those, because they got exonerated. Okay. So they would have died unlawfully. So Trump had it was rightful for him to apologize because they were not guilty. They were not guilty. They didn't do anything.
April. Mr. President, will you apologize to Central Park 5? They've been exonerated. There have been videos, movies shown about the case. You came out with a full-page ad saying that they should die.
Why do you bring that question up now? It's an interesting time to bring it up. You have people on both sides of that. They admitted their guilt. If you look at Linda Fairstein and if you look at some of the prosecutors, they think that the city should never settle that case. So we'll leave it at that.
That's one. So Trump they're not feeling them. They're not feeling that, oh, I'm sorry for what they say when it comes to Jake. So they're not sorry about so-called if Jake was accused wrongfully. They just know it's Jake. If Jake does something, they want to go to full extent of the law, the death penalty. Okay, but then he'll let so-called Edomites that run over people in the street on so-called white man runs over all other white people. He don't know. He don't have nothing to say. But when so-called Negroes are accused of a crime, we got to kill him. We got to put him to death. Come on, man. You see it's not, this ain't rocket science. We ain't dealing with chemistry here. We dealing with pure hatred. We're dealing with if it looks like a duck, talks like a duck, It quacks like a duck. It's a duck, man. Now, this is so-called Mitch McConnell. Look what he has to say about reparations for slavery, which this is the one other thing that I'm bringing up, because they're not sorry, man. They don't want to pay you, Jakes. They don't feel like they should. They don't feel like they owe you anything, but they will live off the rape, rob, and murder of their ancestors, though.
Tried to.
Let's go back.
And Obama, take a listen. President Obama, take a listen.
We've tried to deal with our original sin of slavery by fighting a civil war, by passing landmark civil rights legislation. We've elected an African-American president.
Mitch McConnell went on to reference the fact that no one currently alive was responsible for slavery, and he said it would be hard to determine who exactly to pay reparations to. Robin, who's saying?
Did it not say prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers? Huh? So let's get that. You know? This is Isaiah 14 and verse 21. And it says, because you said nobody alive is responsible, right? Well, this is what the scriptures say. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. So it don't matter if they're alive or not. The Lord said prepare slaughter for the children of the fathers that did those things. Okay? So now we're going to jump right into the scriptures and show you that this man is showing that he's the Edomite. He's the red Edomite, man. The red Hebrew Edomite. 11 and 5. Let me start at Zechariah 11. It's Zechariah 11 and verse 5, and it says, I started 4. Thus saith the Lord power, feed the flock of the slaughter. Okay, because we're the flock of we're the slaughtered ones, man. Nobody goes out the way to ask about us, bemoan us. We're just left for prey, man. Zechariah 11 and 5, whose oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not. And that's the leaders of our people, man. Okay? For I will no more have pity. So I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord. But lo, I will deliver men one into his neighbor's hands and into the hand of his king, and they shall smite the land, and out of their hands I will not deliver them. So that's why he put us in the hands of our neighbors, our nations that was around us, okay, which Esau was one of our neighbors, and these other nations. Just like now, he put us in the hands of our other nations, okay? And these nations are slaying us and holding themselves not guilty because they said, look, the Lord did this to these people. The Lord's punishing these Israelites, so we can do what we want with them, man. That's what Esau's saying in the spirit. The ones that know better, the average Edomite that don't, study or understand these scriptures at all, they don't know what the hell is going on. They just think we're being oppressed just cause. It's Jeremiah 50 and verse 7. It says, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the inhabitants of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. So that's why they're saying and doing the things that they're doing, because they know that we sinned against our father, because they know that we're the Israelites. They know who we are. That's why they're doing the things that they're doing to us, because they know that they don't have to answer for it because we sinned against the Most High. So they think that, oh, we're free reign because our Lord has turned his back, but they had not understood Yahushua. That Yahushua has brought us back to the Father by his blood. That's why it says he's praying for us, man. Okay? He's our intercessor. So he's praying for us to the Father, and the Father's hearing his prayer, man. Okay? This is Micah 3 and verse 2. Who hate the good and love evil, who pluck off their skin from off them and their flesh from off their bones. And that's our identity, man. who we are as a nation. They fillet that off of us and they leave us in with black or African cultures that have no belonging to us, man. That our slave master gave to us to play around with, man. Okay. This is Psalm 79, and we'll start at 6. Psalm 79 and 6. It says, pour out wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee. This is the part where we said if Esau's not sorry, then we're not. We're not sorry for what's getting ready to come down the pike for your nation, man. You've sinned against the Most High. You got to pay now. We've sinned. We paid. You sinned. You have to pay. Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. Okay? For they have devoured Jacob and laid waste his dwelling place. Oh, remember not, it says, oh, remember not against us former iniquities. Let thy tender mercy speedily prevent us, for we are brought very low. And that's where we're at now. Help us, O power of our salvation, for the glory of thy name, and deliver us and purge away our sins for thy name's sake. So that's what's happening now. That's why we're receiving who we are back. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are being called by your biblical identity, which the Lord gave to us. Okay? Which is Yashar Allah, the Prince of the Power, man. It says, wherefore should the heathen say, where is their God? Let him be known among the heathens in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servants, which is shed. So that's what it says. If Esau's not sorry, we're not. Wherefore, I'm reading it again. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is their God? Let him be known among the heathens in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servants, which is shed. Let the singing of the prisoners come before thee. According to the greatness of thy power, preserve thou those that are appointed to die. And we're appointed to die because Esau, the New World Order is him killing a lot of you Jakes and saving some of you to harvest your organs and live off of you, man. Like a leech, a vampire, man. Okay? Like a vampire. This is verse 12. And render unto our neighbors sevenfold. Did I not say that he's going to receive double? He's going to receive a complete portion of judgment, man. Okay? It says, and render unto our neighbors sevenfold into their bosoms their reproach, wherewith they have reproached thee, O Lord. So we, thy people and sheep of thy pastures, will give thee thanks forever. We will show forth thy praise to all generations, man. All right? So with that, man, I want to give all praise and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodash, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, for this truth, knowledge, and wisdom. And Shalom for you, Akim, that came by. Lord willing, this is edifying. And we're coming to the time, man. If Esau's not sorry, why should we? Why should we be? Say, we're not sorry for what's getting ready to come down the pike for these Edomites, man, for touching the apple of the Lord's eye. Could have went into more scriptures, but hey, the point is there, man. Shalom, keep faith, keep fighting, keep pushing, keep holding on to it, man. Shalom.